Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day because today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about altcoins right now, Injective, ticker symbol INJ. Over the last 24 hours, INJ has shown relatively stable but slightly volatile price action, currently trading around the $2.9 to $3 range after bouncing from intraday lows near 291s and facing resistance close to 3.02 cents. Now, this might look like a small move on the surface, but when you zoom out, you'll realize this is happening after a broader downtrend over the past few weeks, where INJ has seen significant correction from higher levels. And that's exactly why this moment is so important for traders and investors alike. This content is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments, including Injective, INJ, are highly volatile and involve significant risk. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. The views expressed in this content are based on current market data and personal analysis, which may change at any time without notice. I am not a financial advisor, and you should consult with a qualified financial professional before investing. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Let's start with price action. Right now, INJ is moving in a tight consolidation range, forming what looks like a short-term accumulation zone between 290 as support and 3.5 as resistance. This kind of sideways movement typically signals that the market is deciding its next major move. If bulls manage to break above that 3.5 cent resistance with strong volume, we could see a quick push toward 3.30 and even 3.50 levels. On the flip side, if support at $2.90 breaks, then the next key downside levels sit around $2.75 and potentially even $2.50. So this is a very critical zone. This is not the time to be careless with entries. Now let's talk about indicators, because this is where things get interesting. The RSI on lower time frames is hovering around neutral levels, meaning INJ is neither overbought nor oversold. It's basically waiting for direction. The MACD is showing signs of flattening, which suggests that bearish momentum is slowing down, but we still don't have a strong bullish crossover yet. Meanwhile, moving averages like the 50 EMA are acting as dynamic resistance, and price is struggling to reclaim them, which tells us that bulls are still trying to regain control. Volume is also relatively low, and that's key, because big moves usually come after low volume consolidation phases like this. Now, shifting into fundamentals, Injective remains one of the strongest projects in the decentralized finance and derivatives trading space. It's not just another altcoin. It's actually building real infrastructure for decentralized trading, order books, and cross-chain compatibility. The ecosystem continues to grow, and despite the recent price decline, the long-term fundamentals have not changed. This is why many long-term investors are still watching INJ closely, especially at these lower price levels, because historically, strong projects tend to recover when market conditions improve. Speaking of market conditions, we also need to look at sentiment, especially from platforms like formerly known as INJ. Over the past 24 hours, there has been mixed sentiment around INJ. Some traders are calling this a bottoming phase, suggesting accumulation before a potential breakout, while others are still cautious due to the overall crypto market uncertainty. There are also discussions about broader macro factors impacting altcoins, including liquidity and Bitcoin dominance. So right now, sentiment is divided, which again reinforces the idea that we are in a decision zone. Putting all of this fundamentals and sentiment, what we're really seeing is a market that is preparing for its next move but hasn't committed yet. This is the kind of phase where smart money accumulates quietly, while retail traders often get shaken out due to lack of patience. So the key here is not to chase, but to wait for confirmation, whether that's a breakout above resistance or a breakdown below support. Now, before we wrap this up, here's your call to action. If you're serious about trading or investing in crypto, make sure you're not just following price. Start paying attention to structure, volume, and confirmation signals. And if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss these market updates. Let me know in the comments. Do you think INJ is about to break out, or are we heading lower from here?